Hey, happy Sunday, everybody. I wanted to get on here. I'm doing this a little late, but I posted the October forecast. You have to really go and check my website because I get to that quicker than I get to this. Um, September 30th is when I posted the entire month of October's forecast. So I did want to get on here and go over that really quickly. For my Patreon, I will be posting the full moon forecast probably in the next 24 hours, along with Happy Birthday Libra. I know I'm a little late on that one. Um, and I'll post one to the general public as well, just much more condensed. And yes, I colored my hair and it came out quite darker than I wanted it to be. Um, I thought the color was called Raspberry Jam, and I'm thinking it's more like Blackberry Jam. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. All right, so let's go over this real quick and then I'm out of here. Now, your October forecast. Well, happy Halloween, everybody. It's that time of year again. It seems like this year has just like flew by and Halloween is here. I can remember last Halloween. For me, it does begin to feel like the holiday season starts to kick in a little bit, or in some small way, the smell of pumpkin pie and lattes and cooler weather. The weather here right now is absolutely gorgeous. It's perfect. Perfect. 70s, high 70s in the day and low 50s at night. It's perfect. Well, that's my opinion. So we have 6 planets in retrograde, which has made the past few months very challenging for many of us. In October, many of these planets, not all of them, but some of them, will go direct, and we can breathe a little sigh of relief with the lessons that have been learned within this retrograde. So let's start with Wednesday, October 6th. We have a new moon in Libra at 7:05 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Libra new moons are ruled by Venus, and that usually takes on a more harmonious, peaceful, kind of a romantic quality. It's about partnerships, it's about marriage, commitments, diplomacy, justice, and the gentle approach to things that go on in life. It's about love, romance, and it also rules psychology, artistic abilities. And I'll post the full moon one for you Patreon folks in the next 24 hours. I know a lot of people in the last couple of weeks have told me that they're either getting married or engaged, and this energy also brings that. So you'll hear a lot more about marriages. Perfect time these next 2 weeks coming. On October 6th for the new moon, not the full, sorry, I think I just said the full. The new moon in Libra is beautiful for marriage. Absolutely. Libra rules marriage. It's perfect. And Venus isn't in retrograde yet. That goes retrograde in the late winter. So this is a perfect time to make those commitments, propose, take the next step in romance. But it's also brings out our artistic side of us. So if you are into the arts, that includes music. Even though Pisces rules music more, Libra is ruled by Venus as well. So it rules the arts. Um, it's a very beautiful time. If you are in the music industry, these 2 weeks would be the perfect time to turn your music in to a producer, radio stations, things like that. What else can I say about this full new moon? Why do I keep wanting to say full? This new moon, um, souls that have a strong Libra in them will feel this energy the most. But this is also a good time for diplomacy, and I'm really hoping that this energy kind of takes effect on Washington and people can come together and make decisions. Yeah, I know I can wish in one hand. Wishful thinking, the power of positive thinking, right? So, at any time you have Venus ruling a sign, you will always have the energy of laws, money, affairs of the heart. Souls seem to take on a more gentler approach to things, more like a make love, not war mantra. This energy always affects our own cosmic fluidity, and balance and harmony are key factors to the moon phase. Many of us will be signing important contracts at this time, getting involved in new business adventures and business partners, dealing with laws in a positive way. If it was one, it would be more negative, but in a positive way. Some get married or engaged, like I just said. Wherever Libra falls by house and sign, we will feel and reap the sweet rewards by house and sign. Souls with strong Libra placements, I just said this, you'll feel that energy the most. And what are those placements? Sun, moon, rising in Libra, dragon head or tail in Libra. You will feel this energy the most because you have a strong concentration of Libra energy. Okay. Moving right along, we have Pluto in Capricorn, and that goes direct on the same day as the new moon, which is the 6th. And these past several months, I'm sorry, my daughter once again proofreads it and misses stuff. I think I'm just going to start proofreading my own stuff. She put the past several months. I'll fix that. So Pluto in Capricorn goes direct the same day as the new moon. And for the past several months, there has been, how do I put this? There's been a trial to rid ourselves of bad habits, addictions, dependencies, and it's to reorganize our lives and to like kind of declutter that stuff. Those of you that have done this, because Pluto, there is positive and negative to Pluto. Pluto in its negative is death. It's drama, yes. But the beauty of Pluto is also rebirth, transformation, new beginnings. So there's always positive and negatives to the stars. And this is what's happening with Pluto. It's going to go direct on the 6th. And we're going to, some people have gotten on a health program. Some people have quit smoking. Some people have, there's so many different things. There's so many different addictions. It's on to better things now. Now, Jupiter goes direct on Monday, October. I thought it was the 10th. Wait a minute. I think that is a mistake. Nope, it's Saturn. Saturn goes direct on October 10th. I'm just looking at something. I never put Saturn in my newsletter. Well, my bad. This is what happens when I type and do a newsletter in a flash. I should have looked at that. Anyway, Saturn goes direct on the 10th. And Saturn is about restrictions. And we may have had more restrictions and more responsibilities thrown at us, where it restricted what we wanted to do in life. That's always a factor with Saturn in retrograde. It literally freezes everything and it brings everything going back in motion. So now that it's going direct, we can set those, how do I put it? We can set those ideas into action now. Those plans that we had, we will be able to move forward. It's not freezing you now. It's not, I know a lot of people that when Saturn goes retrograde, they're dealing with more responsibility from within the family. I can speak personally for myself. When it goes direct, it's about the lessons we learn in that phase. And now we get to make our plans and go forward. Saturn in its positive is about structure and about discipline. It's about having patience. In its negative, it is about fear. It's about disease. It's about control. So You may have been dealing with that in the retrograde. And it goes direct on the 10th. I will add this in. Oh, I did put it in there, October 10th. Okay, I'm not a complete ass. Oh, I'm so happy now. It just wasn't highlighted. So we may have felt like we have been having more restrictions, more karmic redemption, more discipline needed on our part. And now we are ready to make those commitments that restricted us before. That is the beauty of Saturn in retrograde. And it's in Aquarius. So Aquarius is about futuristic, new age, astrology, ETs, UFOs, science, SpaceX, stuff like that. So yeah, yay. I'm happy that it's going direct. A lot of these planets had major, Pluto's a big one, Saturn's a big one. It has major influence on our own psyche. So, all right. And then we have Jupiter that's going to go direct on Monday, October 18th. I'm just double checking my notes here. Even though I typed it up, I want to look at my notes. Yes. Well, in modern astrology, it's the 18th. In my astrology, it stays for 10 days longer. So you're technically not out of the woods until October 28th. You'll still feel those after effects of it. But Jupiter does go direct on Monday, October 18th. This planet is in RX and has restricted our money. I was talking about Mercury a minute ago. Sorry. It restricts your money and the way we make money. So some of us have been feeling, oh my God, getting near the holiday season, I need to make more money. Money hasn't been flowing quite as well. Sometimes, I deal with a lot of people in the witch world and they're constantly doing spell work for money and abundance. And I guess because I'm who I am at the age I am and the courses of study I've studied, I realize that if you're under your bad stars for a good 6-7 months, no amount of spell work is really going to help that. Yes, we can meditate on things and make them manifest, but sometimes the stars have to make us learn these lessons. So yes, that doesn't mean you can't do spell work to bring money into your life. Like, I've got 5 Uber calls today or things like that to make extra cash. I get it. But usually when Jupiter's in retrograde, it kind of makes us rethink how we make money. I know a lot of people that were in this phase that have decided to kind of do a career shift almost. Some of my clients that I've talked to are like, I'm thinking of doing this because I'm just not making the money these days and blah, 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 blah. So that's one aspect of Jupiter in retrograde, but it is going direct on October 18th, and cash will come more easily to us. Mercury also goes direct that's why I'm confused. They both go direct on the same day. That explains my confusion. Jupiter direct, Mercury direct. Mercury goes direct that same day, but like I said, 10 days after in ancient astrology, so hasn't left yet. Then we have the full moon in Aries on Wednesday, October 20th at 10:57 a.m. And this full moon in Aries can be a bit volatile. It's full of aggression and lack of any tact. If you have a strong Libra, especially, or strong Aries, especially like an Aries and Mercury, or a Mars in the 3rd house, just watch your words. That pertains to myself as well. Okay, watch your words. Go into it with a little more tact. Okay. Many wars have been actually started during this energy, but luckily Mars, the Lord of War, is in diplomatic Libra right now. So it's toning down those aggressive energies. It's making people go, okay, yes, they're going to be aggressive, but that little bit of diplomacy comes in and people are willing to speak to each other and talk. Let's hope. Let's hope that happens. It'll be a little more diplomatic. So it's going to tone down that aggressive energy that's going to be with us towards the 20th. With Pluto in Capricorn, expect more fighting and friction and even not, and I don't want to say conflicts, but major debates within the political realm. Okay. And anger within our government and political spectrum. Especially with the debt ceiling deadline. I know we made one deadline. Isn't there another one coming on the 18th? That's looming. News from Scandinavia, Germany, and Switzerland are always common under this energy. And I'll have that full forecast with extras in Patreon for you guys. So stick around for that. Now on Saturday, October 23rd, the sun enters Scorpio. And that is another nice aspect to this full moon in Aries. The sun is still in diplomatic Libra, so it's going to balance it just a little bit. And luckily, Mars is in Libra as well. It's good. It won't be as bad. Doesn't mean it, it will be bad, but not as bad. So the sun enters Scorpio, and it's Scorpio season. So happy birthday to you, Scorpio. So these souls, Scorpio souls, are very magnetic, mysterious, powerful, and have tons of witchcraft residue. Now, someone the other day said to me, what the hell is that? Witchcraft residue comes from your past life. A lot of Scorpios, I know a lot of Scorpios who are very much into metaphysics, witchcraft, the paranormal. So that's your witchcraft residue. Okay, and wherever your chart, lies, the house of Scorpio can tell a tale of your past life a little bit. It's called witchcraft residue. Okay, where the hell was I? Okay, Scorpio, yes. Just remember, Scorpio, to use your power for good and fly like the eagle. It's the Scorpio full of resentment, jealousy, and revenge that usually stings himself and others and resides as the lizard of the zodiac. So fly like the eagle. Now, Mars does enter Scorpio on Saturday, October 30th, and Mars in Scorpio is all about creative and destructive forces. It is positive. It is about, the paranormal investigator, the crime, the CSI investigator, the detective at the scene of the crime. In its negative, it is the murderer, it is the killer, it is the rapist taking his victim. Mars is desire. Remember, wherever you have Mars in your chart, it is the desire principle in the positive, and the desire principle is wherever Mars is in a man or a woman's chart, it's how and what you desire in a man or a woman, or a life partner. It doesn't necessarily, it could be non-binary. It's what you desire, those characteristics. And in its negative, it is danger, and it's where danger can enter your life. And Scorpio is about regenerating, investigating, and it's about ultimate power. So you got to use your energies for the greater good. All right, almost done. And last but not least, October 31st. Happy Halloween, or as us pagans call it, Samhain, Samhain. There's a couple of different ways you can say it. It is when the veil is at its thinnest and is tradition in many cultures to honor our dead. I having this debate the other day with somebody, and they were talking about Dia de los Muertos, and it is it originates in Mexico, yes, but their heritage isn't the only heritage that honors our dead. I mean, in Italy, it's called del Morte something, I can't remember. It honors the dead. In Ireland, they have a tradition where there's 14 days into November where they're honoring their dead. So every culture has a way of honoring their dead at this time of the year, because we were all pagans once and we all connected in that way. It doesn't matter where we came from or what region of the world. This was always a time to honor the dead, because as all pagans all over the world know, the veil is at its thinnest. Hell, even the Catholic Church created November 1st, All Souls Day. Anyway, the kids are getting their costumes ready for the big night of trick-or-treating. A lot of kids are excited because last year they didn't get to do that. We were all in lockdown. And even us adults like myself, I can't wait for the festivities to begin. The pagans see this as the last harvest of the season. And this is your last harvest. People are canning their stuff, getting it ready, stocking up for winter. And many celebrate on November 1st and 2nd as well. Like I said, All Souls Day, Dia de los Muertos. So whatever you celebrate around the world, I'm wishing everyone a wonderful month ahead. Be safe out there, follow the stars, and happy Halloween. Blessed Samhain to all of my witches. Blessed be. Have a great day. Have a great month. Bye.